So let's talk about burn down videos. And I'm talking about the rifle, pistol, and shotgun burn down videos you're seeing on YouTube where people are taking a firearm and putting tons of rounds through it in a very short period of time. And they're basically doing it on purpose to either, one, the gun is going to complete that test, or the gun is going to basically burn up and explode, or the gun's going to have some sort of other malfunction that's going to cease it from working. So when you're watching those videos, take it with a grain of salt. I think there is a data point, and yeah, you could take the data point of what does this weapon design typically handle before a failure point in an extreme situation. Yeah, you can look at that, but just keep in mind there's a lot of variables and you're probably not going to get the same result every time. It's not a very scientific test, in other words. I would put more stock into reviews that show the firearm being shot within its engineered limitations, and maybe, just seeing real world usage of what the firearm's intended to be used as. Keep in mind, firearms are precision tools, and people get wrapped up around the axle saying, well, my Glock can go 6,000 rounds before failure. My Glock can go 1,000 rounds. Well, as an example of the variability, you could take a Glock, and it's been done on YouTube. I think it was a Glock 19 a while ago. I think it was James Yeager that did it. He shot 1,000 rounds on his Glock 19, just right after each other, magazine after magazine after magazine. I think he had people helping him load the mags. He didn't stop shooting till 1,000 rounds. And near the end, the guide rod, this was a Gen 3, I believe, and the guide rods, the recoil springs guide rods on the Glock Gen 3s, they have a plastic, like a polymer guide rod. Well, it melted. The gun still cycled, but it melted. So people could say, well, the gun still cycled, but that was a failure point. On the flip side of that, so we had that happen just shy of 1,000 rounds. On the flip side, there are gun ranges out there that have rental Glocks that have gone well over the 100,000 round mark. And that's because you're not doing all of that. You're not creating all that heat and all that stuff right at once. You're actually shooting a gun within its design limitations, and it lasts a hell of a lot longer. So that's just an example. You're going to get some variability. I think if you look at what you're buying and you use it within its design limitations, then I think you'll be fine. Burn down videos are great for entertainment, and they do have data points, but that's all it is. It's entertainment, and don't use that as the end all be all for what you're choosing as a firearm. So post comment section, what do you guys think?